I worked at it last night. It was halfway decent in temperature out here last night. And anyway, so I kept putting the body fill on it. And then this morning, my last batch of body fill I put on was at like 12 o'clock at night. And I went to bed and sanded it this morning. I had to put a little more on. And in here today, it's like real cold. And I put a little bit on in half a dozen spots, just real thin, and it took all day for it to dry and ruined my sandpaper, what little bit I had left. But anyway, I got it. There's a couple little ripples that I couldn't quite get out, so I cleaned things up and I put a coat of this just old regular old primer on with a brush. It's diluted primer, like it could go right in a spray gun. So it's a little runny. It's not, concentrated. It goes on thin. So anyway, with it, sand it with 60 grit and 40, and then the primer, it goes on quite smooth. Anyway, tomorrow I can take my block with 100 grit and find those low spots. So I'll make another video when I sand it to show how easy you can pick out the low spots when you use the brush on your primer on coarse paper or coarse sanding, because it really, really, really shows up the. So anyway, it's looking good. I'm quite pleased because now today it's too cold in here. The body fill isn't drying good, and I got this primed. So we tomorrow I wanted to get this kind of wrapped up a little bit because the next couple of days is real cold, and I'm trying to get this thing ready to paint. I didn't paint the sill because I didn't prime the sill because I was putting it on with a brush and it did not go on metal good. It just went on the body fill, coarse sanded. So I'm not too concerned. It's just going to get one coat of paint. So this paint is not a permanent paint. Matter of fact, if you have grease on your hands and you touch the fenders, you got to repaint it. Or when you wash it off, the paint comes off. So there's nothing permanent about this paint. It's just on here to make it look kind of pretty for a little while. Oh, there goes the cat upstairs. Hello. Meow. He doesn't like the light on this thing. Hello, little kitty. So anyway, I'll make I'll be back around tomorrow to see how I can square this up. But as I said, on these big panels and that curve inward, it's hard to get right. But anyway, I'll be able to tell pretty easy once I start blocking it with 100, because the brush marks will stay in the low and it'll polish off white on the high and it'll show right up. I'll have no problem getting a reading on it. But anyway, it's coming pretty good. And I brought this, there's kitty cat again. I brought my temperature thermostat out here. You can see it's, look, it's interesting. It only goes up to 70. But anyway, it's 25 degrees. Yesterday it was about 30 in here, and body fill dries good at 30. But when you get it like 25, body fill does not dry. It chemically changes. Like it works good at 30. It dries within an hour, but at 30, at 25, it takes all day. But anyway, good night. Bye.